Why can't we hold eye contact anymore? If you're someone who's trying to build confidence, this is one of the first, if not like the main thing to get master at, to get the more reps in, because it's something that we lack, especially if you're trying to build your confidence. Because somewhere along, I don't really know, but it's one of those things that I believe we had when we were younger. We are much more confident than we are now, because through experience, through build up fears and just bad experiences from other strangers or just people doing us bad, right? And so we want to reclaim back this confidence, and looking someone in the eye and being able to hold eye contact is something we lacked, because social media, because distractions, and we just want to, I feel like some of us, we do it out of good act of like good intention, because at the same time there's good and bad of just not acknowledging people, right? There's the good, which is you get to connect with human connection, just to really just say hi and acknowledge them, that hey stranger, I see you, like hey stranger, you see me. I don't really know where I was going, I got a little lost in that, but it's something that we lose as we grow up. And also like the bad experiences is one of those things where you can have 10 good experience and one bad experience out of that 10, and then you just focus on that one bad thing that happened and you repeat that in your head, and the more we think about it, the more we away in a way attract that bad thing to happen again, and it just spirals down to more bad and more bad and more bad, if that makes sense. But being able to hold eye contact is something that personally I am trying to build it again, because if you think about it, being able to hold eye contact with people just seem like it just there's that connection in there, and they just know that you are listening to them. You are also like taking stories, even in knowledge from that story that they have or what they have to say to you, or I don't know. I just believe that everyone has an experience and knowledge that you can take away from, that you can grow from. And whether that's good or bad, it's, that's for you to decide. And getting the steps to gain it back is pretty simple. It's just being able to tell yourself whenever you are looking at someone, because the first couple ones that you're going to do it, your brain is going to tell you, don't do it, don't do it. This is so silly. Like, why are we doing this? But the more you fuel that negative talk, the more it's just gonna keep going and spiraling down, and you're actually not gonna be able to fully do it if you just feed that negative in that. And so realizing that people also don't think of you anything bad, because I feel like part of it is that we think we know what they think of us, but that's completely wrong, right? Like we, like in a way, like we all think we can read minds, we can read what people think, or if they are thinking of us negatively, and for the most part we think that they think of us negatively, but I swear 90% of the time they don't. It's just we have this deception, we have this self bias, like we try to assume things even though it's not true. And that's so much more to unwrap with that, because like we tend to think worse about ourselves, that we put it onto other people too, that like we're shameful, like we're not, no, we're ashamed of something, whether like whatever it is we're ashamed of, that we need to reclaim back, to be able to just walk in a room of full of people that you don't know with confidence. Not necessarily the confidence like, hey, I'm better than you guys, but just being comfortable in your own skin is something we is so important. It's so important, and I'm glad that, well, I can really sit here and tell myself, hey, like I'm, you know, I've passed. I'm 24 now, and then I've passed all this. Like, I didn't put in the work. Why didn't I put it the work when I was 20? But at the same time, there's no right time to build that confidence again, because it's about just knowing and being more conscious, and reclaiming your confidence back is much more meaningful than it is to just keep being hard on yourself. And it's simple. So the practice I'm trying right now is literally just try and hold for. I know they say 5 seconds at least, but I only do at least 2 seconds of just, hey, I see you, you see me, nod. And there's no right way to do it, because your nerves is gonna tell you don't do it, don't do it, and you're just gonna fuel that mind. If you keep fueling that, you might fall into the trap of not doing it. So it's a muscle. Like I can just give you all the tips, but if you don't go out there and explore for yourself and really try, because people like watch how to be confident, but they don't put in the work. Like, we all know the knowledge, we already have the knowledge we need, and yet what's keeping us stuck is the actual doing it, the action that we need to take. And if you want me to talk more about this, let me know, because I do like to dig deep into this, because it's something that I'm trying to build as well, because I'm not fully confident, like I'm not there yet, or maybe forever, because this is a lifelong journey. I understand that. But just practice. Practice makes perfect. Put in the reps just by saying hi, because people do want to connect with you. That's what you have to understand, is people do want to connect with you. And yeah, so practice holding eye contact. Do it. Just, there's because, okay, you know what? I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I don't give you the tips, but just being able to take your time and look at them in the eye, acknowledge them for a second, even just a quick eye contact, like small wins, stack up small wins. It doesn't have to be a perfect. This is the first time doing it. Like, first time seeing a person, you hold 5 seconds, you greet them, and you start a conversation. It doesn't work like that. And just think about it in like a workout. It's like you build a muscle, and eventually you'll get better. We'll get better. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Take care, and I hope this helps.